Hello. Welcome, gamers. It is in fact Wednesday. We are now out here on this day that is Wednesday. Okay, we gotta resize this window. Always remember, you have to resize the window. The window has now been resized. And then what? And then you gotta go into this setting. Gotta choose the window. Chrome window, this one right there, and then I'll put that over there. And then you make this larger. And then you do this. And then you gotta like disable interactions. You know, sometimes you don't disable interactions with the window, and then you accidentally ban someone. Okay, settings. Block input. I don't know why this doesn't save the input. Wait, did I have to press something to save this? Settings. Grid view. That's not what I want. What the heck is this grid view? Layouts. Layouts. Save layout. Okay, I assume the layout has been saved. It's probably good, right? Alright. It's really hot today. Maybe I should open my door. Quite an unusual situation today. We got the room door slightly open. It's kind of weird. Okay, here's my door is like right here, okay? This right here is my door. But if I don't see my controller, my hand just does like this weird thing. Because it thinks that it's just using the gyroscope movements. But then now that my hand is visible by the headset, it's more accurate. Anyway, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Slime Molder, welcome Cast Channel. Welcome Game Boy Does Nothing, welcome Saw, welcome Abyss Hunted, welcome Stanley, Darth Nomad, Deafens. Everyone is here. No, it's like so much better. I opened the door just like a little bit, and there's already so much more air in here. It's already so much more pleasant. Welcome Rojo Mild, welcome Alexei. Hope you all are doing well on this Wednesday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. Just a good. You know what? I think. What if we change locations today? What if we go back over there? We've been here for like 2 months now or something. It's like quite some time. We've had enough of this area of the lake. The sounds of bugs. Gotta go back there. Yeah, so true. Welcome Stream Panic as well. What if there was a super rare chance to see a UFO? What if there already is and we just haven't seen it? Maybe it's already in the game, just the likelihood is so low. Go in the cave? I don't want to go to the cave. It's so cramped in there. It's like not too much, and also like to get out of the cave is really annoying. Be careful of cold. I might catch a cold in summer, but isn't it really hot though? Also, when I said I opened my door, I don't mean like the door to the outside. It's just the door from my room to like another room, so that airflow is better. Normally when I'm streaming, I close all the doors in my room. Yes, I have 2 doors in my room. Can you believe that? 2 directions. One door over here, and another door over there. You're like, what the frick? Who has 2 doors in their room? I do. And see, I actually get to watch Wolfie stream today since I finished all my work. Congrats. Congrats on finishing your work. Okay, we're gonna go on a little adventure. You also have 2 doors. I feel like it's pretty rare, right? Most people don't have multiple doors in their room. I'm gonna assume they're also on opposite sides. One leads directly to the bathroom. Okay, well that's different then. You have like a bathroom like in your room. Fancy. I mean, not in your room, but directly attached to your room. I'm gonna assume that bathroom has one door. Wouldn't it be weird if a bathroom had multiple doors? Unless it was like a public bathroom. If it was like a private bathroom, like in someone's house, and it had 2 doors, you'd be like, what the heck? What are they doing here? Your old house had 2 doors, like in your bathroom, or just like, oh, in a bathroom? It's like, oh, yours. It has 3 doors? How does it have 3 doors? Don't most bathrooms just have 1 door? Why would it have 3? I guess if there's like a little closet in it. Oh, so it does have a door to the living room and the bedroom? I've never seen that. It's kind of strange. And maybe it's fine. All of them did. All of your houses had 2 doors in a bathroom? Okay, well maybe I just don't know. Maybe I'm just unfamiliar with the way things work out here. Anyway, we're back to this part of the lake. Check it out. It's been a while since we've been here. We spent like the last, I don't know, how many months did we spend over there? So long. Now we're back here. It's kind of a pointless setup. My grandma's house had 2 entrances to the bathroom. I think that was a fix because she had a hard time walking. Am I weird for like not having seen a lot of bathrooms that have 2 doors in them? Is that really common? I never used the door directly to the bathroom. Is it common? Welcome Crespian C. I just don't know. It's not common. Yeah, but like half the people in this chat have said that their bathrooms have had multiple doors. And I'm like, wait a second. It's unusual to have so much multi-door representation in a chat. Welcome Loki, welcome Namington. It's only common in some places. Is it common on the west coast of the US then? Is that where everyone's from? Welcome Choco Jacks. Choco, does your bathroom have 2 doors? We're talking about multi-doored bathrooms. A lot of people in chat said their bathroom has multiple doors. Yeah, right, 2? Like, what the heck? I was surprised. I was like, wait a second. Has 1 door? Yeah, that's what I expect most places to have. But I don't know. The bathroom has 2. 1 entrance, 1 for the toilet. Oh, I see. So like the toilet is separate from the bathtub. It's kind of weird. I don't know, in some ways. Is it weird? I don't know, because it's like... Does the... Wait a second. Double door entrance... No, we mean like 2 different entrances. Also, wait, yeah, who has a bathroom that has double doors? You live in like a mansion or something? I don't think I've ever seen a bathroom that had 2 doors. Or 2 doors, like, double door. Yeah, like a saloon. I'd have to draw it in MS Paint to really explain. Okay, what if I look up maps? Floor plan. Bathroom with 2 doors. Bathroom with 2 doors. What does this look like? These photos aren't that good. It's kind of hard to tell what these are trying to depict because it's so close. Yeah, like this is like a double. This is not what we're talking about, but this is a bathroom that does have double doors for 1 entrance, which I think is strange. 1 door for the hallway, 1 for the master room. What about that? Well, yo, what if you had a bathroom like this? Just had 2... Oh, I guess there are separators. Like, wouldn't this be funny? If they both did not have, like, a door closing them? If you just had 2 toilets without... just, like... without a door that you can have privacy? Funny. It'd be so funny. It appears that I've disconnected from chat. It does say welcome to chat room. What if there's a revolving door bathroom? There could be. Yo, what about this one? What the heck is... Oh wait, is this what you're talking about? Something like this? I've never seen something like one of these doors goes to like one room, the other door goes to another room. And then like... Oh, and then like some people, they have like a little closet area inside their bathroom. I don't know. I don't know. Things are fancy. Things just... I just don't understand. Anyway, there's a lot of different layouts that you could have. And I can't tell if I'm still connected to chat. Because it does say that I disconnected. Is Twitch having issues? Wait, it doesn't say that on this chat. This one says welcome to chat room, but the other one doesn't. I don't know. Okay, it works. It's there. It's working. Anyway, I gotta stand up. I'm gonna go back to standing up. We're on this side of the lake now. Do the bugs sound louder? I hear the sound of like bugs. Summer bugs. Cicadas? Perhaps? What is that sound? I don't know. But yeah, it's Wednesday again. Hope you all had a good good Wednesday. A good Tuesday even, because I wasn't streaming on Tuesday as usual. Yesterday I went to the office. Not too much notable. Nothing really happened. I had food. That's pretty much it. And I walked to the office from one of the train stations that was farther away. And that's it. It's pretty much all. It's getting really hot outside though. It's like what, like 82 degrees Fahrenheit today? And you could really feel it. It's pretty warm inside this home. And yeah, it's good times. Been playing some Elden Ring, making good progress on my off-stream playthrough. Yesterday I've defeated many bosses. Welcome Admiral Kobayashi. That's my wisdom. We just don't know. No one really knows anything. If you think about it, you're like, does anyone really know anything? You remember when you were a kid and you used to think adults knew everything? That they had everything handled. You see someone who's like 30 years old and you're like, oh, they know what they're doing. They have life experience. They have knowledge. They've learned so many things from school. And then like once you're older, then you're like, no one really knows anything. We just thought they did, you know, because we were kids and we just assumed someone was older and they learned things and they were knowledgeable. You know, everyone's just figuring things out. A wise man only knows that he knows nothing. So true. Who's it called? The Dunning-Kruger effect or something? Or the other thing? I don't know. It's like that meme of the bell curve. You know, the bell curve that's like, you know, on the left side is like the dumb person's opinion, and then the middle one is like the average opinion, and then the right side is like the smart person opinion. And then the left side and the right side are the same thing. It's like, you know, knowledge. Left side, I don't know anything. Middle side, I have everything figured out. Right side, I don't know anything. That's what it is. That's the classic life thing that people know. Everyone knows. Smartness. Anyway, yeah, I've been playing Elden Ring. I have, yesterday, of the people that know anything about Elden Ring, I have defeated, well, I've entered Volcano Manor. I have defeated, Radon. Welcome, Yuzuki. I have defeated, I don't know, who else have I who else even is there? I've defeated Loretta, the Great Knight or whatever, on the lake. Defeated Renala. I've explored part of the Great Plateau or whatever. What's that place called? The Orange Place? I don't know. Everything's going pretty well. It's actually kind of fun. I don't know anything about Elden Ring, but why smile? Why would you smile? You don't know. Is that sarcasm or do you actually don't know? Florida, that is an orange place. They do have oranges there. You know, if you ever like go to California, they also have a lot of oranges. I remember the first time I went to California and like I went to a supermarket and then like an old man there was like, you gotta buy the orange juice, it's so cheap. And then I was like, I took a look and I was like, holy frick, that is cheap. That's like 60 cents for like a freaking like large thing of orange juice. And then I bought it. So cheap. Oranges in Florida, that's where you gotta go. Get all the discounts. Just have the fruits directly there. I heard avocados are also really cheap in Florida, California, right? Steam says I have 62.5 hours in it, and I don't know any of the stuff you mentioned. You don't know Volcano Manor. You don't know Renala. You don't know Radon. Also, thank you, Snackaracko, for the 19 months. Fish in a day. Was it good orange juice? It was alright. The fruits are better than the juice, but the juice is made from the fruits. Flow Ride, that is in fact a musical artist. And there's probably a lot of people that don't even know that his name is a pun on Florida. Started the game 3 times for... Oh, so you didn't beat the game. You have 62.5 hours and you haven't beaten the game. That sounds like my experience the first 2 times I played it. I just played for like 12 hours each time and then I started over. But now I'm making progress. It's fun when you don't explore. This is my opinion of Elden Ring. Is that if you just look up a guide on like where to go to get upgrade fragments or whatever, what is it called? Shards. What is that thing called? The upgrade material. Smithing stones. You just look up where to get the smithing stones. Look up where the major bosses are. If you have a build in mind, just look up where to get it. And then just go directly there. Don't even bother exploring. That's what I'm doing. And it's good. Welcome to Nutritious. The fruit has fibers. Sugar intake is slowed. Maybe. What about orange juice with pulp? Anyone here a fan of pulpy orange juice? I enjoy it. I know some people hate it. They're like, pulp, that, if I wanted to eat pulp, I would just eat an orange. But I enjoy pulp. I don't know, just something about it's kind of nice. Pulp is fine. I think it's good. I like it because it's a blended fruit. I remember when I went to Japan, I think the first time, there was a vending machine that sold orange juice that had a lot of pulp. It was like the most pulp I had ever seen in an orange juice. And it was so good. The people that I went with also enjoyed pulp. So we were always like, hey, you want to go get that pulp orange juice again? We're like, heck yeah. And then we went there and we got the pulp orange juice and we drank it and we're like, this is good. It's good times. It's been years. How long has that even been? It's been at least 5 years. No, it's been... Wait, when was that? Has it been 8 years? Well, wait, hold on. 8 years? 7? Wait a second. When was the first time I went to Japan? I don't even remember. Last time I went to Japan was 2018? I think? So that was 2015. Holy frick, that was 9 years ago. Wait, no, there's no way. There's no way it was 2015. It's 2016 maybe? 8 years? What the frick, man? It was 8 years ago? No, there's... 7? I don't know, it's still a long time ago. I like my OJ to be chewy. I like pulp. It's like orange juice boba. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like... It's kind of like I don't really like boba, but like pulp and orange juice, it's just good. Welcome, Hamflow. Good times out here. Great going. Anyway, it's, you know, it's kind of weird that this is like a week between holidays. Right, last week we had Wednesday off because of Juneteenth, and then next week we have July 4th. And also the Friday of the July 4th week, we also have that off. So it's like you have 1 week where you have a day off, and then you have like 1 full week, and then the next week is not even really a week, right? If July 4th is on a Thursday and you get Friday off, on Wednesday no one's going to be doing anything. So really it's just Monday and Tuesday next week. And then, you know, they get into the habit of, it's like, oh, but it's Tuesday, that's like already Wednesday. So it's like, and then people don't even work. Pretty much the whole week is just no one's gonna do anything. That's my impression. It's one of the most major holidays in the US. American Independence Day. July 4th. I keep saying though, is that Americans always just refer to it as July 4th and just assume that people in other countries know what we mean. You're like, you know, you say July 4th and you're like, oh yeah, of course, everyone knows July 4th. Obviously. But then, like, imagine people in other countries did that. Is there like another holiday in another country that is just associated with like a specific date? Or like they don't say Independence Day or whatever, they're just like, oh yeah, obviously, oh, it's like, it's November 3rd. They're just like, hey everyone, are you having a good November 3rd? And then people from outside the country are just like, what is November 3rd? I don't know. They're like, I can't believe you don't know. November 3rd, everyone knows November 3rd. That's how July 4th is. We're just like, oh, July 4th. No one says Independence Day. That's the messed up part. They just say July 4th. Freedom Day versus Leaf Day. Canada Day. Oh yeah, Cinco de Mayo, that is in fact a day. That is just a specific day. Welcome, Bread Botnick. That is true. That is a well-known holiday that is just a day. But it's also the fact that it's said in Spanish though. We don't just say May 5th, right? Do you think if in other countries, like, you know how Americans also say Cinco de Mayo? They don't just translate it to May 5th. They just say it in Spanish. Like, in other countries that are aware of July 4th, do they just say July 4th in English? Is that a thing? If you like go to Japan and you have people that are aware of Independence Day, they don't say it in Japanese, they just say it it is July 5th, even though they're speaking Japanese. I don't know. Maybe. America Day. So true. I keep disconnecting from the chat room. What's going on? It keeps loading this thing and saying, like, welcome to the chat room. It's not doing it here. Strange. Never heard anyone outside the US know about the 4th. Not even in Canada. What about streamers? Like, surely if you interact with streamers outside of the US, they probably have chatters that always talk about July 4th, and they're like, oh yeah, obviously July 4th. You talk to an Australian streamer and you're like, oh, it's July 4th. And they're like, I know, I know everything, because Americans always come in here talking about July 4th. And so we have to know. It's like, but yeah, also July 1st is Canada Day, right? That was mentioned recently. So that will be also next week. That will be Monday of next week. And so Canadian streamers that you follow, they might not even be streaming then. I think Northern Line, it usually doesn't stream on Canada Day, which is messed up. Because, you know, I'll tune in and I'll be like, oh, what the heck, man? He's not even streaming. He's gonna take time off with his family to celebrate a Canadian holiday. It's messed up, man. Why can't he cater everything to us, the American viewers? Welcome, Modern. But then, you know, July 4th. What am I even gonna do on July 4th? Like, I'm not doing anything. Like, I could stream earlier. Also, I don't know what to do. Because then I'll have like so many days in a row of just streaming. Probably watch a bald man fall to hell again. I don't know if he usually streams on July 4th though. Like, even though he is Canadian and they don't celebrate July 4th, doesn't he sometimes go to, like, with his extended family on his wife's side? Like, he just goes to, like, Seattle and celebrates July 4th with them? I don't know, that's what I remember. I remember that he goes places. He goes to America. I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, I'm thinking, like, next week, we'll have July 4th, which is a Thursday. And since I don't have work that day, I could stream, you know, longer hours. And then, like, Friday, I also don't have work. So I'm like, oh, then I could stream more on Friday as well. And then Saturday, you know, the usual Saturdays, long streams. There's gonna be so many hours. But, like, what am I gonna do? Alexa, you keep saying, oh, whoa. What do you mean by this? What are you oh-woing to? So many streams in a row. Yeah, like the old days. Back before I had to work in the office. Sip. No, it's not even time to sip yet. It's too early for that. You're like 27 minutes early for that. Oh, I should be fishing, you know? I just realized it's been 30 minutes and I have not even started fishing. But now I will. This is the ideal weather for this stream. You got the nice sounds of rain in the background. Some light thunder. Light thunder, it sure is, because that's what thunder is. It's light. It's nice. Good phrase there, Wolfie. Good observational comedy. Observing that words have multiple meanings. Light. True, so true. Okay, the fish are here. The first fish of the day. Is it going to be a good one? I don't know. We're gonna find out very soon. What if I don't even catch this fish? What if I fail and then the fish gets away and then we're all just disappointed? I can't believe it. Wolfie, you've been streaming this game for hundreds of hours and you can't even catch the basic fish. The easiest fish in this game with the default bait. Thunder's a sound? Yeah, I said lightning though. Lightning is the light. I know thunder's the sound. Did I say thunder? Can you go back in the VOD? Pretty sure I said lightning. I do not sip right now. How dare you sip in this world? You can remember lightning is light because it has the word light in it. That's how you gotta remember. Crimes. Is that a reference to Snake Eater? Crimes. Tree frog. Some days. You know, you ever see the word someday? I said thunder on. Did I actually though? Did I say thunder? Maybe I did. Probably have the VOD. Have evidence. Well, if I said thunder, I probably did because the sound of thunder. Well, I did. Yeah, I probably said light thunder. That is true. It does sound like something I would say. He's always out here saying this. Light thunder. Light. Yeah, I guess saying light lightning would be kind of weird, huh? True. You're right. I have misunderstood what I've said. I've gaslit myself into thinking I said something that I didn't. It happens a lot. Sometimes we're out there thinking we said something, and we're so confident that we said it. And then when we think about it, we're like, that doesn't make sense. Why would I say that? I know. Now we all know. Anyway, what else is going on? Any cool news? Any cool events out there? No, not really anything. I think I saw a dog. Welcome, Sig of Migs. I saw a dog the other day. That's pretty much it. That's all. That's all that there is. A dog. And there's nothing else. Nothing even interesting. I don't even remember what kind of dog it was. It was just lying on the floor. And I was like, oh, look at that. It's a dog. And it was, in fact, a dog. You would not believe it, though. If I told you I saw a dog, you'd be like, that's not real. There's no way. Dogs aren't even real. And then you'd be like, oh, and if I showed a photo, you'd be like, that's a doctored photo. That's an AI-generated photo. Dogs would never be real. It would never show up in New York. You're not even native to New York. And then, then there's simply no way to prove anything. There's no evidence of anything ever existing. That's, we just have to deal with it. Welcome, Tag Barrel. The Cat Turn release stream is on a Wednesday. Yeah, I said last week's thing was an exception. Because I had no work on Wednesday, and it was a long stream. And I wasn't gonna play 5 hours of fishing. So I had to play Elden Ring. I guess I didn't have to. But I chose to play Elden Ring. Because that's a game that I could spend 5 hours playing. And then I did. And then I never played it on stream ever again. Look at this fish. Think of how many fish you could have released. What if there was none? What if there were no fish out here? Anyway, you know what else I did in the past few days? I played... What was that game called? Pistol Whip. It's another VR game that I played a long time ago. And I've been getting back into it. And also, they had new levels. It's a game where you have a gun and you shoot enemies and all that, but it's like also a rhythm game. But then they added like a new mode, a new modification where you could punch bullets. So like enemies would shoot at you, and then you could take your weapon or your hand and just like punch the bullets back at them. It's like, bam, bam. It's actually really tiring. Some levels have a lot of bullets being shot at you. Just like go like this a lot. And you're like, man, my hands are tired. Have I played it more than Tunic? Played what? Elden Ring or Pistol Whip? I have played Elden Ring more than Tunic. And I've definitely played Pistol Whip more than Tunic. Pistol Whip, I've played that for like hundreds of hours probably. Maybe not hundreds, but like several dozens of hours probably. It's a good game, would recommend it. Actually, that was one of the questions. Oh, recently? No, not recently. Recently, probably like, I don't know, like when I get home on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll play maybe like half an hour-ish. Something like that. I used to play it like every day though. When I first got my VR headset, that was like the top game. It's pretty good for exercising. Anyway, that was a question today at work. You know how I say like every week at work we have like this meeting, and then like at the start of the meeting we just have like this social question that we ask. Today's question that they asked was like, what's an activity that you've gotten into recently that's like new or you haven't done in a while? And I was like, oh yeah, I've been playing this VR game. It's called Pistol Whip. You shoot at enemies, you move around a bunch. And it was cool. I'm getting pinged on Slack for something. I think it's just a thread. Yeah, it's just a thread with a bunch of people in it. I don't know if this is a DM or just like a thread. I'm not gonna read it until after I'm done with fishing. See, this is where having an Apple Watch would be convenient. Because Then I could unlock my phone without me type my password because I have my headset on and it doesn't recognize my face. It's like, man, Face ID, we don't even see your face. We can't prove this is you. Now, if I had an Apple Watch, I could simply tap on the watch and it would be like, unlock phone, sure. It would just show me my notifications. Anyway, what have you been on? Any new activity you all... I can't even talk. Any new activities that you all have been doing? Any new hobbies? Anything cool you learned recently? Cool VTubers you watch? The Holo EN debuts? That was cool, right? I only watched one of them. That's pretty cool. The green one. Remember when I said last week on Friday or something? I was like, do you feel like the green one hates coffee? And she sure does. She did have that coffee hating vibe. So true. Classic. Cecilia's Prayer. So true, right? That's the only debut that I watched. I watched the hamster one that you rated last week. Did I rate a hamster? Oh, Big Ham _ VT. Yeah, Big Ham's cool. I'm psychic. Yeah, I just sort of got that impression. Coffee haters. That's me. I don't like coffee. Any coffee fans here? I mentioned before, but I had coffee once as a kid, and I was like, I don't like it. And then I just haven't had it since. Now, actually, the other day, they did have, it was like a coffee cake muffin or something at work. I had it. It was pretty okay. But sometimes they have these chocolate chip muffins, and those are good. I do enjoy coffee. Current hobby is waiting for September to arrive for that VR stylus for Quest headsets. I have not heard of that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I like coffee, but I do like tea more. Yeah, tea is pretty good. Green tea is great. Black tea also good. You could add the milk to the tea and it's even good. So good. American coffee cake generally doesn't have coffee. Wait, but then why do they call it coffee cake? What even is coffee cake then? Is it not coffee flavored? What about coffee crisp? Isn't that a thing in Canada? Coffee crisp? I know because a long time ago when I used IRC, someone there was named Coffee Crisp, and they were Canadian. Normally it's a brown sugar cake with of sorts goes well. Oh, it goes with coffee. Huh. So it's like not made of coffee? What is coffee cake? The history of coffee cake. Is this coffee? This is coffee cake? Danish culture? Why is this on Danish culture? All you see in it, look at this. This website, like 40% of it is just this banner at the top. And the text is like just here. Coffee cake. What is coffee cake? Despite its name, it doesn't contain coffee. Oh. Okay, I didn't know that. See, like, when my coworker was like, you want to grab a coffee cake? And I was like, I don't know. Not really a fan of coffee. He didn't even correct me. He didn't even say, actually, there's no coffee in coffee cake. Maybe because he also didn't know. Coffee crisp is so good. I feel like there's only a little bit of coffee taste in it, though. Then why would they even call it coffee crisp? I think a mocha cake is more delicious than a chocolate one. Mocha cake, what is that? Mocha? Logitech MX Ink. Got a pressure sensitive tip for drawing on surfaces. Has pressure sensitive button on the top side for air drawing. I didn't know that. Are you drawing in VR a lot? I know that the avatar that you had was like you drawing in VR. I feel like if I'm gonna be drawn, I prefer to draw in real life. On actual paper. Nothing's more Canadian than false advertising. Is that true? Do they often advertise falsely? Tiramisu tastes a lot more like... Yeah, I like tiramisu, actually. I guess it does kind of feel like it tastes like coffee, huh? I don't know. I haven't had it in a while. You know the thing that sucks about tiramisu, though? It's like if you inhale, like the... like sometimes you just, like, get all the particles stuck in your throat. It's like, and then you start coughing. What's the deal with that? What's everyone discussing? Well, if you scroll... Talking about different types of cake. Coffee cake. All these next to a rock. How long were you gone? Because this was like the start of the stream. I rode over here in the first like 5 minutes. Moving to another place threw me off doing things. Yeah, imagine doing things. Anyone doing anything right now besides watching the stream? Anyone like doing work? Anyone drawing? Who's out here watching HoloLive EN stream? They do stream European hours though, right? The new generation. They're out there finally. They have streamers streaming at convenient times for Europe. Playing Pokemon Black, Minecraft, Talos Principle. Ina is streaming. I am dry. How did you know? I don't know. I could just tell. I couldn't actually tell, but you know, it's like one of those activities that people tend to do. For one, I didn't forget to act on the CSP sale. That goes on sale pretty often though, right? Clip Studio Paint. It's always on sale. I feel like every few months it's like 50% off Clip Studio Paint. It's good. Why would you ever buy at full price? That's the thing with sales. It's just, you know, you expect things to be on sale. And then if they're ever a regular price, you're like, nah, done. Just wait for the sale. Like, I've been looking at the price of an Apple Watch recently. And I think the standard one is normally $400. But it's been on sale for like $300 for like the past like 2 months. So as far as I'm concerned, that's like the regular price now. It's just how things go. You know, you make people think they're getting a good deal by just making it always on sale. And then people will be like, whoa, a sale! I gotta get on this. But imagine being the fool who buys it at full price. They're like, oh man, I really want this watch. $400? Sure, I'll drop $400. And then everyone else is like, no, you could literally buy that anywhere for $300. Or you could even buy another watch that isn't an Apple Watch. It'd probably be like $50. I don't know. Good times. That's, you know, that's the thing about capitalism. People love thinking that they get a deal on something. Is that true? Do you all get fooled? When you see something's on sale, do you always just think like, whoa, what the? This is a great deal. I gotta buy this. Because I feel like it does kind of work sometimes. You see, it's like, and then you look it up and you're like, wait, it's always on this. It's always this price. It just makes you think that it's on sale. Wasn't there was like a company that did something like this recently, right? Where they, like a lot of clothing stores, they'll often have things on sale, which is like they're always on sale, so it's just a regular price. Was it JCPenney? Like one of those companies. They were like, we're not gonna do like sales anymore. We're just gonna price things like the price that they normally would be. And this is like by default just, you know, the sale price. And then it backfired because everyone like hated it. They were like, no sales, even though the regular price is the same as the sale price would have been. I can't believe this. And then, you know, people stopped buying stuff and then they had to like undo it. They had to be like, oh no, actually no, sales are back. We're gonna They're gonna raise things to a higher price and then just have it always be on sale. I remember there was a time Deathloop went on sale for 75% off. That game was good. I vaguely remember that game. I mean, I've never played it, but I remember seeing the cover of the game. It had two characters. One character was facing the left, one character was facing the right. They were both holding guns. Is that right? Newegg raises their prices of things right before a sale. It's messed up. I used to buy things from Newegg. I remember actually, do you know Newegg sells video games? Back when Etrian Odyssey 3 first came out, if you pre-ordered the game, it also came with like an art book. And I bought the game on Newegg for whatever reason. I don't even remember why. I think because like they took PayPal and like not that many sites at the time took PayPal. But I bought it on there, and then I like, you know, once the game actually came out, the game actually even arrived late. You know, on the release day, they didn't even send the game. It took a while, and then like once it got here, I didn't even get the art book. So I was like, why did I even buy this on Newegg? And then like I really wanted that art book, so I had to like tell a friend. I was like, hey, would you like to go to the store and like buy this and send me the art book? And she was in California, and she went to, what is it, Fry's Electronics or something, and they just had the books there. And then she just bought it and sent me the art book. It was good. Good times. This was like a long time ago. It was like, what, like 15 years ago, maybe? Probably. It's probably been more than 15 years. You ever think about how time passes? The things that you thought were not that long ago were actually very long ago. There's a cute art, but did you have that one as well? It was good. It was good times. So you think about, oh, like I've been watching this streamer like recently. I just found them recently, and then when you look, at your what is it, the sub renewals, and it's like it's been a year. Holy frick! I just got like the 6-month renewal notice for like my Ellis subscription, and I was like, wait a second, it's been 6 months. It doesn't feel like it's been 6 months. And then like on SE stream, I got like my 1 year sub anniversary, and I was like, what the heck, man? It's been a year? It doesn't feel like a year. Welcome, Michael, Calfriend, Zoli. The gang's all here. Except one of them. No, there you are. I was like, where's Palmfall? There you are. The gang's all here, including Palmfall. So Calfriend, Michael, and I was like, what the heck, man? Where's the other? Where's the third one? Hope you had a good stream. Let me shout you out. 1 second. Glad to see you have adopted my raid message. Michael Raid. I created that message. Shout out Michael Hunt 1122. I've created multiple raid messages. Michael's raid message called Michael Raid. I created that. Hamflow's raid message called Ham Raid. I created that one. Classic. You were playing Yume Nikki Jigsaw. The ever-declining health of the water market says a lot about the Elden Ring DLC. Does it, though? Does it really? Well, I've heard of Yume Nikki, but I've never heard of the Jigsaw version. Is that like in the Saw movies where like you gotta escape from puzzles? Death traps. You were doing a Jigsaw, I see. Oh, so it's not like a game, it's just like... just a thing. I even informed everyone that you made it for me. It was perfect. It's great. It's great times. Go to... oh no, you're playing Tabletop Sim. That's what it is. I thought the name of the game was Yume Nikki Jigsaw. I call it a Wolfie hole. Wolfie in Futurama. Hey, what do you call it? What are you saying that you call this thing? What was I talking about? I don't even know. Anyway, I don't know. It was in Tabletop Sim, but I put Jigsaw because Tabletop Sim is slow. I know. I've played Tabletop Sim. It was actually one of the first games I streamed. If anyone was back there in the day, if you check the Wolfie VOD channel, Twitter, no, not Twitter. What is it called? YouTube? Wolfington Tabletop Sim. It's been a while. Look at this. The live video. Go to oldest VOD. Look at this. Tabletop Simulator with Chenna 3 years ago. Look at this game. It's been years. 3 years ago. February 15th. What did I play? We played, look, there's air hockey, there's Connect 4, there's a game called Connect 1. It was a fun game, Connect 1. There was Jenga. Jenga's right there. You got, there's a Snickers bar for some reason. There's pizza. Shrek was there. Connect 1. Yeah, it's Connect 1. It's really fun. It's actually kind of fun. Look, this is Connect 1. Check this out. This game right here, there is one place where you could put it. But you gotta fight them. Because you know how like Tabletop Sim has some physics-based interactions? Look, you have to be perfect. There's no snapping, you gotta actually land it in there. It's a skill-based game. It's so based on skill. We played Uno. We played drawing. Look at that, we drew. Look, Shrek is there. Shrek literally right there. Shrek was in the game. We went on Google. Draw things. Had a pizza party. We logged into Grand Blue Fantasy. The Snickers bars from the Nichijou episode, I don't even remember. Anyway, fun times. Uno is fun, is it though? Oh yeah, you're a fan of Uno. What's the best card? What's the best Uno card? And don't you say draw 4. Okay, that's the casual answer. The blue 3. Welcome. Props not Jack. Blue 3. Yo, Azumanga Daioh reference. Blue 3. Everyone knows. Zully wanted to buy Uno on Steam, but what stopped you from doing it? If you wanted to achieve your dreams, you could have done it. Best card is whatever card you get to play after declaring Uno. That is true. It does make sense. It's not on sale. But you can play it for free on many platforms. That's the thing. It's that Uno is such a classic game that everyone knows it. I feel like I have no reason to buy it. Yeah, that's how I feel. Why would anyone even buy games? In this day and age, we have so many games you've already purchased that you've already never played, and you forgot you even had them. Uno is a cool Uno that all the VTubers... Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah, the official Uno, right? Anyway, let me hydrate. It is in fact 6 p.m. You could also perhaps consider hydrating. It is important to hydrate. Alright, I've hydrated. Michael has just hydrated. Congrats. Thank you for joining me in this hydration. Why buy games when you can borrow games forever? Well, someone has to buy them, right? The fact that you can borrow games implied that the person you're borrowing from probably purchased it. Or if they received it as a gift, someone else had to purchase it. That's just how things go out here. But yeah, this is a pro tip, you know. If you have multiple accounts, you don't even need to buy games for multiple accounts. You know how like when some VTubers become corporate VTubers, they make like a new Steam account for their corporate VTubing. But you know, you could just buy games on your original account and then do like family sharing. And then like, you know, then you have the games in one place. That's the convenient way to do it. That's the pro strats. And then like if you ever leave the company, you still have your games. Because then, you know, they never belong to the corporate account in the first place. So now you know. Now if you ever become a corporate VTuber, just do that. Meanwhile, Nina Kosako is just like, I just bought them on my personal account. Yeah, but then, you know, she was doing the family sharing. If the corporate gives me money to buy games as an expense, sure. Yeah, but I mean, you could buy them on your personal account with the corporate money. I feel like they don't do that, right? Do they even give you money specifically to buy games? I feel like you just get paid with like the super chats or memberships, and then like, you know, it's up to you to spend that money however you want. I guess you could file it off as like tax expenses. The corporation is not giving you... I guess some companies probably do. They don't, and then I would totally do yeah, but you could still do that though, even with the corporate account, right? If you they just give you the money, I don't know. See, it keeps disconnecting me from chat. What's the deal, Twitch.tv? It just doesn't. It's just out there doing things. Okay, it's back. Chat has returned. If the VTuber is a contractor as their only business, it's up to themselves to write it off. Well, yeah, I mean, like, I assume you would be doing that anyway, right? Speaking of tubing, have I watched any of that? I was literally talking about Sully, you missed all of it. I talked about it thoroughly, in great detail. I watched only one of them. You could probably guess which one. But I watched one debut. And it was good. It's great. Good times. Yeah, you can probably guess which one. I even predicted. I was like, I bet the green one hates coffee, right? Yeah. Welcome, Denchi. Denchi, are you excited about Whole Live now? Green chat. It's got to look at all these green chat members out here. That's just how it is. That's just how it is in this business. What the heck, man? Why do you like the green one? I don't know. They seem cool. They seem to have a good sense of humor. Might tune in. Everyone likes Fauna. Yeah, she's also green. She's also, yeah, Fauna is also a Northernlion fan. That's great. I mean the other green one. The new green one. I thought there was a specific reason. No, there is, but I can't say it. That's the thing. That's the thing with VTubers. You gotta be like, oh, haha, oh, everyone knows who this is. No, we can't say we know who it is. Can't even. Literally can't even. We can just hint at it in an obvious way. She does seem similar. Isn't it kind of silly that we have to do this? I mean, like, I guess I don't have to, but like, you know, that's just how it is. You can't just say things. You have to be like, oh, actually, oh, she seems quite similar to another person we used to know. It's stupid. This is so stupid. But anyway, it's fine. Streamer might be Wolfie. Yeah. What if I was just there? Not in whole life, but just like some corporate VTuber is like, whoa, what the? This guy sounds like Wolfie. I feel like I wouldn't know who she was anyway, because I don't even know who she is. Who even is she? Who even? Elizabeth and the green one. Yeah, I didn't watch any of the other ones, but I'm sure they're cool. People were talking about it. I was like, that's neat. Good times. Welcome, Retro JVN. Elizabeth has fun character. Yeah, also they're all European, right? It's confirmed, all European. Sense of humor is unlike any other streamer. There's no way. There's literally no way. I went to Google to see the new VTubers and I didn't know what to Google, so I just searched Green VTuber Hololive. If you just search Green VTuber Hololive, you'll probably get Fauna. I mean, you're already using a small Ame model? What do you mean? The yeah, so true. I can't believe Wolfie would copy the art style of the small Hololive characters. Elizabeth was someone you used to watch before Hololive. Can't say more obviously. What? GG might be US. I don't know. I actually don't know. I have not paid much attention. Hololive was going out of their way to fix my sleep schedule. Yo, are you sleeping like at a reasonable time now? There was a VTuber who joined Idol EN. She was doing an official watch-along of her debut on her past life account. What? Oh yeah, Rusha was green. Elo, Walfu, and Chet. Good day. Her name is Cecilia. Well, that's the same name. Oh wait, you're talking about... You're answering Michael. That's... That's, yeah. It's Cecilia with like an E, right? C-E... C-I... You're waking up at a... What is a reasonable time to wake up? That instance was one of this is the previous identity. Sleeping at a reasonable time was today. Are you watching all of them though? Currently it's 8 AM. You're sleeping... Oh, you're waking up at 8 AM. That's like a really early time to wake up. In my opinion. Actually, no, I guess I wake up at like 8:20 AM on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Some days I'm just like, man, it's so early. I don't even want to get up. I do the thing where like I wake up and then I press the snooze button. And then... I don't even sleep, I just like lie in bed for like 5 minutes. And then I get up. Welcome Chaos Ryan. 8 AM is normal for most people. Unfortunately, I'm not normal, can't do it for long. Yeah, couldn't imagine. I feel like a lot of people on the west coast of the US wake up earlier because like, especially if they work in a company that has a lot of like East Coast employees, I feel like to synchronize their time, a lot of them wake up at like early hours. That's the impression I got, because like sometimes we have meetings at like 11 AM Eastern time and the people on the west coast are like awake then, and like, man, they gotta wake up at like, they probably wake up at like 7 something to be online for a meeting at 8. Welcome Brace for Haste. I went from 9 to 10 in the last couple weeks to 8 to 8:30 today. I fixed my wake-up time, now I'm just tired when I stay up too late. Yeah, that's how you do it. Once you get used to it, then you're like, how can I ever go back? Any big fishes? No, this is not really... I know this is a fishing stream, but it's not really. I guess I'll go fishing. I have meetings at 8 AM EST and the West Coast people on the team are... How is that possible? They're awake at 5 AM Pacific time? What the heck? That's kind of messed up. Are they expected to be awake at 5? I guess they are if the meeting is if the meeting is scheduled that early. Also, welcome Lemno. Hope you all are having a good day. Really though, waking up early stops me from being depressed because I get nothing done. It's pretty great. Wait, stops you from being depressed because you get nothing done? Or that because you get nothing... Okay, I see. I used to stay up at night doing nothing, so now I just win hours. Right. Okay. Oh, the depression is caused by getting nothing done, rather than stopping... Hold on. Okay. Now I get it. And meetings at 8 a.m. because it's the only overlap with Germany. Yeah, that's how my workplace used to be. When I worked at that startup for like a year, and we had employees in California as well as in Europe. It was kind of messed up. There was like no overlap. At an internship, there were 6 or 7 a.m. meetings to overlap with Netherlands. Damn. It's kind of messed up. I know some people that have to wake up at like... I know like Toaster Koishi, who hasn't been here in a while, but like he is West Coast US, and he works for like a Japanese company that has like a lot of Japanese employees, obviously. And like... he has to wake up at like 3 a.m. or something. He has meetings at like, what, like 5 a.m. Pacific time? I don't know. Streamer, you're fishing wrong. Fish better. Welcome Hongtown. Thank you for the advice. I will consider this. I will consider this. Is that a UK company with... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Low Euro Productions. Welcome Dip. Why is everyone showing up now? A lot of users who don't normally show up are here today. What's the deal? What's happening? People are like, whoa, what the heck, fishing? This guy's out here fishing today. It's crazy. He doesn't even know. I don't even know. Denchi, do you know? Does anyone even know things, though? If someone just came up to you and was like, do you know? Then you'd be like, what? I don't know. Clearly it's because you contributed to new holo debuts. I didn't, though. I literally didn't do anything. I would simply know. Yeah, imagine knowing. Imagine knowing things, though. Out there having knowledge of facts and also opinions of things that people have. It's cool though. Cool times out here. Things are just happening. I would assume they're about to get me to join a cult. Which one though? If you had to join a cult, which one would it be? Is there even an answer to this? Is there even such a thing? You like that? I wouldn't want to, but like, I don't know. Yeah, which one? Which cult would you join? What is the cult tier list? Blanky cult. Yo, reference to Eurocamp. That one's cool. Technically, big fandoms are a big of a cult. Are they though? Not really. Well, are they though? Actually, maybe they kind of are. Being a fan of a specific VTuber, it's kind of like cult behavior, right? You know, people send super chats. Everyone's focused on like, you know, one specific person. Yeah, wait a second. VTubing's kind of like a cult in some ways. If you really think about it. I don't know, because I'm already walking away from the cult. But what about their benefits, though? Final episode of Season 3 was last week. Haven't watched it. Oh, Eurocamp? I didn't even realize that was airing. Well, no, I did, but I didn't realize. I thought that ended a while ago. Is it a new anime season now? Is it that time that things are ending and suddenly there's new anime that everyone's going to tweet about? And next week, what's the best anime that's airing coming up? I don't know why I asked this, as if I have anything like. what if there is something that I do know though? I'd be like, whoa, hey, do you know this anime is airing? Coming up or airing, ending? Yeah, coming up. That's what I mean. I already know what's airing right now. It's all about that Dungeon Meshi. Literally everyone is talking about Dungeon Meshi. And Actually, I feel like that's the only anime that I see on my timeline nowadays. Of people tweeting about. 6 episodes of UFO. Wait, was that also last season? Or I guess this season? He doesn't know. I just don't know. He doesn't know that Dungeon Meshi finished airing? Was that recent? Or is that like just in the past few weeks? Because people are still talking about it. How long ago was that? Was that last season? Is it already over? I finished the one with that cute elf. June 13th? Well, yeah, well, like, that's what I mean. It's like not that long ago. 2 weeks ago. People are out there tweeting things. People gonna talk because they talk so true. People do be saying things, though. They're out there being like, did you see the latest episode of... I don't know, whatever. Shaken. Oh yeah, that's an anime that's airing. They've gone very viral with their songs. And the promotional videos. I'm gonna see it. Even if you don't want to watch it, you're gonna see people tweeting about it. Look at this clip. They're gonna have a song that goes viral again. And everyone will see. They'll all laugh. They'll be like, haha, oh, it's so silly. Look at that deer. How can a deer be a high school student? That's absurd. It's up to you to find out. You're gonna be there, tune in, be like, haha, this freaking deer sure is a student. How can they possibly do this? Another season of Monogatari. So much. There's so many seasons already. Can't believe I managed to watch up the second season. It makes me sick watching it. I don't know, like, I watched it. I watched the movies because I also had, like, friends that were really interested and they wanted to go watch the movie, and I'm like, alright, I guess I'll watch it with you all. I don't remember anything. Literally, like, I've recalled nothing about any of the movies or the anime. I don't even know. If you asked me to describe the plot, I'd be like, I don't know. There was this scene where he brushes teeth of his sister? That's like what everyone remembers, right? That's it. That's the only thing I ever remember about that show. That's neat. Yeah, but like that's I don't mean like the movies. I mean like the series in general. That's it. What else even happens? I don't even know. Staple, that's a song. Classic song, another song by Supercell. There is the guy that's fake. Holden Caulfield from Catcher in the Rye. That's him. That's the guy. He thinks everyone's a phony. Blonde vampire that looks doted. Well, yeah, I remember the characters. I just don't remember what they do, or like any scene that involves like anyone. Anyway, that's fine. What else is going on? Yo, we got a fish immediately already. What else is even out there? Remember Conver Ruby? I don't even remember that. They had a novel or manga Humble Bundle I was thinking about getting, but lost track of time and missed out. Would you purchase it though, if given the chance? Oh look, we caught a watch. Well, would you look at the time? We now have to put this on our stack of watches. Let's get the beverage. Let's put the beverage on top of this thing. And then put the watch on top of this beverage. That's how you do it. It's literally the only way to go about life. I'm not really interested in many things next season. What even is there? Is there anything that I would know? Show Shimin series? I don't even know what that is. This one's by the Hyoka author. See, that's also another anime that I watched, and I don't remember anything about that one either. Could have a layer for every time. So yeah, unfortunately though, we can't change the time on these watches. They're all stuck at the same time. It's weird that everyone dropped their watch in the lake at exactly... I can't see what the time is from here. From at 10:10. Don't even know if it's 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. It's just 10. I only remember bits and pieces from Hyoka. I remember nothing. All I remember about Hyoka is not even from the anime. It's just that there's an artist named Mary S2 or something. And they draw Hyoka alive. They're like the artist that's keeping Hyoka alive in the public consciousness. Isn't it cool that there's artists like that? They just like they devote their entire life to drawing like one series that wasn't even really that popular. And then everyone just like, oh, I love your original characters. Can you tell me more about their lore? And then everyone's just like, they don't even know that this is like an anime. Their fans just think this is their OC now. Their art gets increasingly spicier. I have not noticed that. But yeah, you know, you got artists that are known for drawing a specific series, like or even like specific characters. You remember like C. Craeus or whatever their name was? They always just draw CC from Code GS. That's them. That's just what they do. And then there's them, I don't know, there's probably other ones. Are there other examples of like artists that are known just for like one? It's for now C2. I didn't know that. You could tell I never watched that show. Wait, isn't there like another season of that show now as well? C2. There's something to do with the OC. No, but I mean like, you know, a character that isn't theirs, but then they're just known for drawing it so often that it's pretty much them. I don't know. It happens a lot. It happens. It could be happening right now. You could see an artist and you're like, oh, that's the guy who draws this one. Eggy keeps drawing it. Yeah, but like, that's their own character. That's totally different. They made movie versions of Code Geass. Is it Geass or Geass? G or G? Which retcon the ending so they can make a mediocre sequel movie. Man. Have they no integrity? Do they even know? G? G? Wait, that doesn't end. G. That's G, right? Because if it was G, you would have typed G-E. Geass. G. Geese, okay. That makes sense. Anyway, a lot of things to consider. There's gotta be another one, right? Think of all the artists you know. And imagine them drawing things. Who even would it be? I guess there are like a lot of VTuber fans that just draw like one VTuber, right? I guess some people are, it's like Wolfie's a small anime guy or whatever, but like I don't draw small anime that much anymore. There are, you know, some people that they're just known for drawing a specific VTuber all the time. But I feel like there's a lot of people like that. In the sense that it's not that rare anymore. There's gotta be more people that just draw fan art of obscure series. Okay, not that Code Geass or G not that Code Geass was a obscure series, but like, you know what I mean. It's just life slayers should have dedicated. Yeah, but like, do you know of any of them though? That's the thing. That's just how it is. Choco and Byleth. But is she really known for drawing Byleth that much though? Is it really to the same extent? Actually, I feel like that's the difference, is that like the artist that I was talking about, the Mary S2 and C. Creyas or whatever, I think, do they ever draw anything besides that series? Like they're the series that they're known for? Like maybe they do and I just never see it. But like, yeah, it's like they're 99.999% that. That's dedication. I don't even know they have like a sub account where they post art of other series. That's some dedication. They're single-handedly keeping the fandom alive. Have one now that I scroll on my Twitter. Otohu. They have some other stuff on their Pixiv. Do I know this artist? This one only draws Yantre from Genshin. Okay, I don't know them then. BTS, they draw BTS. The K-pop group. Do you know, the other day I was like, wouldn't it be funny if they added BTS to Fortnite? And then I looked it up and apparently they have their dances in there. BTS is already in Fortnite as a set of emotes. But not the actual BTS members. Just their dances. Anyway, yeah, I guess there are many people known for things. Ain't surprised. Good old Fortnite. Actually, do you know there's like a lot of Japanese fans of American like cartoons, and they draw like yaoi shipping art. Like you would not think that, you know, The Simpsons, for example, and like American Dad have such like a fandom. Do you know that? I sometimes I see them like retweeted on my timeline. It's like, what the frick? There's like, it's like a known ship is that Superintendent Chalmers and Principal Skinner. There's like a ship called like what's it called? Chalm Skin or something? Skin Chalm? I don't know. It's kind of weird actually when you think about it. And like someone one time, you know, like the whole Aurora Borealis thing. Someone just drew like a really nice illustration of Aurora Borealis, and then like, you know, Principal Skinner and Superintendent Chalmers were looking up at it and like, oh, this is nice art, look at them. They finally saw the Aurora Borealis. And then like they got a lot of comments, people replying, and then like when you check the actual Twitter account, all they draw is like fan art of the two of them together. It's like, wow, I didn't realize there was such a demand for this. I don't, but it doesn't surprise me all that much, you know. And like American Dad, you know, people are out there drawing fan art of American Dad. I'm like, man, there's like a whole world that I didn't know about. I mean, I know people definitely know about like South Park shippers. It's like, you know, didn't expect Simpsons and American Dad. There probably even are like Family Guy like fan art, right, of that kind. If it exists, there's BL of it. Yeah, it's just like you don't think about it. Oh, also there's like an artist that's really well known for drawing like you know how like on The Simpsons, what was their name? Lenny and Carl? They just draw like a lot of Lenny and Carl art. It's not even suggestive, it's just the two of them hanging out, like, you know. It's like a lot of that. Like, man, they're all out there just living their lives, and we don't even know about them. But they're probably like so well known in the Simpsons shipping community. Crazy. Crazy not in a bad way. Crazy in the sense of like we don't think about it. But it exists. Just out there, things are happening. That's just how it is. That's just how life is. People living their lives. One day at a time. Anyway, cool to think about. And now you know. If you never thought about it, now you know. Now it's in your mind. And that you could tell people. You're like, you know what I learned? People draw ship art of The Simpsons. Wow. What about like the really obscure? Like you think, remember like, you think there's like a Ren and Stimpy ship art? There probably is, huh? It's probably someone out there has drawn like a humanified version of Ren and Stimpy and shipped them. It's probably, you know, remember that show, All Real Monsters? I'm sure someone has drawn ship art of that show. Everything. There's literally no stopping them. The artist from Ren and Stimpy probably drew ship art himself. Yeah, probably, maybe. But is it fan art though? It's different. It's different when it's the official artist. Anyway, how did we get on this topic? I don't even remember. Oh, we're talking about artists that draw one specific thing and are known for one specific thing. Imagine that. Imagine you could choose to devote your life to drawing some obscure character. It could be you. You could do it. What's stopping you? You could literally be doing this right now. And then all the fans of that show will thank you. They'll be like, thank you, finally! Someone is drawing this character that no one ever draws. The most obscure anime that one person watched has a dedicated artist. I just don't know. Anyway. What else is going on? Has anyone claimed Wolfie's fan art shipping Wolfie with Little Ame? Excuse me, it's called Small Ame. It's totally different. Small, but SMOL. I don't know. Probably not. I feel like it's weird to, like, draw ship art of VTubers. I know it happens a lot, but, like, I don't know. Just something seemed weird about it to me. Because, like, they're real people. They're, like, based on real people. But I don't know. I guess it happens. Legally distinct, man. Yeah, shipping real people? What the heck, man? I did not remember the name, true. He doesn't even remember. Small, man. Small, man. Yeah, imagine shipping. Putting them in a box, sending them to a different location. You can't do that to people. It's banned in many countries. There was a man who shipped himself to Australia, or like from Australia to England or something. I remember. He put himself in a crate and just sent himself. This was a long time ago as well. Oh, the thunder is back. Good times. Would you be okay with being shipped, like, literally in a box? Or, like, with a person? Like, relationships? I don't know, I feel like it'd be uncomfortable. It's kind of like... I would definitely not want to be shipped in a box, you know? Because that was very uncomfortable. But being shipped with a person also seems like it'd be uncomfortable, not in the same way. Obviously, being shipped in an actual box across the world is much more uncomfortable. But, like, you know, other way also feels like it'd be very weird. They don't pressurize the cargo hold of planes, do they? I don't know, but this was also a long time ago. I think it was like in the mid-90s. Sorry, not mid-90s, mid-1900s. Mid-90s is recent. This guy doesn't even remember numbers. Like 1950s, maybe. And like, he didn't have water with him. He survived for like a long time. It's crazy. Oh, look at, we actually caught the fish. Do you see how high up that fish went? So much. How did the fish even go all the way up there? It's so small. Oops. Look at this one. Apparently they do pressurize them, but they may or may not be heated. I see. Interesting. Let me try to find this story. Man shipped across the world. Man shipped himself in a box. The Welshman who mailed himself from Australia. Yeah, I did remember it correctly. It was from Australia to the UK. Yeah, this man arrived in Australia, and then he was homesick, and then he didn't have the money to go back, so then he just shipped himself in a box. And as for how long ago this was in 1965. Imagine doing that though. Dang. Yeah, May 18th, 1965. Good times. Would you do it? Would you ever, if someone paid you money, would you ever do it? Shipping delays could mean life or death. Yeah. He could literally have died. And they would have only found out when the cargo hold starts smelling of a rotting corpse. They'd be like, what the heck, man? Is something dying there? Haha. And then they open the box and they're like, holy frick, someone did die in here. I was just joking, and someone actually did die. That's kind of messed up. What if I threw this radio? What the frick? What if I threw this in the lake, huh? Imagine this radio fell into the lake. Oh no. It's fine, the radio's still playing, because I'm just playing on Spotify. Actually, the other day, my coworker asked, do you listen to music? What music do you listen to? And I was just like, I don't know, I just listen to whatever Spotify recommends me, and then I pulled up Spotify, and it was like, obviously he doesn't know what any of these are, because it's like obscure Japanese music that's recommended by the algorithm. And he was like, oh, that's cool, I don't really know what any of this is. Well, he didn't say that, but that's the impression I got. He's probably like, what the frick is this? What is bro even listening to? What do I even listen to? Look at my Spotify, everyone. Local files. All of this stuff. Welcome, Yuko. I was hoping for a secret cool person. Oh, you mean like if my coworker was like, oh, I know that song. Have I tried the AI DJ on Spotify? I have, and I didn't like it. I don't like that he interrupts my music. It's just like, oh, hey, it's me, the DJ. Coming up next, we got, whatever this song is. And it's like, oh, you like this song? Well, stay tuned, because we got this song. I'm just play the music, okay? And also, the music isn't even stuff that I listen to. Sometimes it's like, why would it recommend this? Cargo hold. If this is what it takes to be held, then so be. Cargo hold. No, cargo road. So true. YouTube recommends a bunch of random tiny label music that has 15 views. I think that's good. They do the thing where they blend the songs into each other. Is it good though? Is it good? Look, this is Spotify has a day list. And they update this throughout the day. And mine, for what it's like, just like lo-fi, what is it? You listen to study beats and lo-fi sleep? What the frick is that? On Wednesdays in the afternoon. Here's some brown noise, relaxing, soothing, lo-fi sleep, mindfulness, chill study, and study beats. Okay. Everything is recommendation algorithms. That's just what it is now. They're just out here. I think people expect it though. You know, people are like, they click things and then if the website is not showing things that are relevant, they're like, what? But I trained the algorithm on my interests. I refuse. You don't even know. I'll purge all history and find stuff through word of mouth. Return to 90 score. I mean, I feel like when I was looking for streamers to watch on Twitch, I think their recommendations were pretty decent. Pretty, like, okay. I mean, I haven't really been looking for new streamers to watch, but if I was, I feel like the recommendations on Twitch are pretty nice. Word of mouth is nice, but people tend to not introduce me too much. True, also true. I do occasionally get good music from the algorithm, but more often than not, I just stick to the same stuff or maybe new stuff. See, I feel like there's not, like, sometimes there's not enough discovery. Oh, what the frick is this? Who is this guy? Hide announcements? Why would it recommend this to me? I don't know who this guy is. Exodo? Did he pay for this promotion? Did he pay money to get shown to everyone? But you know how like Spotify has like daily playlists, daily mixes? I feel like they always just put the same songs on there. There's like no discovery on those. And then like Discover Weekly also is like, I feel like they go too much into one genre. Yeah, daily mixes are not meant for discovery, but like sometimes they are, and they are pretty nice when they are. But yeah, I guess daily mixes are just like listening to songs you already know. But I feel like every time I Discover Weekly is always just like lo-fi, like, look at this, lo-fi. Like, give me, I listen to other stuff on Spotify. Why is this always just only lo-fi? Right? Daily Mix 2. Is this also just lo-fi? This is like lo-fi, but like a little bit anime. Daily Mix 6. Is this also, this is also lo-fi, but like video game music lo-fi? Kirby lo-fi, Animal Crossing lo-fi, Legend of Zelda lo-fi. It's overfitting. What is this one? This one also lo-fi. This is also lo-fi. 3 of my 6 daily mixes are just lo-fi. This one is what genre is this? This also is some lo-fi? It's messed up. Listen to heavy metal. It can be jarring to jump between genres too much, I guess, but like, it's nice. Discover Weekly only helps if you listen to multiple genres. If you listen to one genre, it only recommends that one genre. But I'm definitely listening to multiple things. Music. All music. A lot of songs. Jazz mix. What if I just started listening to some jazz? Here's my recent playthings. Discover Weekly, Lovesick, Hexology, Release Radar. Release Radar, I feel like Release Radar also has some flaws. In the sense that, like, sometimes it'll just show, like, I don't even know, like, some artists that I don't want to listen to. Every time they show up, I'm like, okay, like, I liked one of their songs, but, like, their new songs are not the same at all. And then sometimes it keeps showing me like this like rap artist that has AI generated covers, and I'm like, what the covers as in like art. I'm like, I keep telling it not to play this artist, and it always puts them in my release radar. I'm not even following them. I've never even liked any of their songs. Release radar works if you follow artists. Yeah, but like I do. And sometimes it's artists that I don't follow. It's kind of weird. Or like artists that I've followed before but have unfollowed, but they still show up. Do I listen to music while watching streams? Usually not. Usually I'll listen to whatever BGM the streamer has on. Am I ever going to return to stream beats? Maybe I could. They probably have some new songs, huh? It's been a few months. We have been listening to the Loop soundtrack for like almost 7 months now. It is still nice though. This is like good background music. The most chill beats. Also, I had one day list that I thought was interesting. This one's called Dojin Music Background Sunday Morning. I found some good songs on this one. This was auto-generated. They have Dojin music as a category. This song's good. Let's Talk Tomorrow Nighttime Mix by Gumshroom. It has like no listeners, but I was like, this is a good song. Okay, Stream Beats Lo-Fi. Do they have any... Oh, they got new songs. Last updated in May. I guess we could listen to these. Look at this, May 2nd. There's a lot of new songs on here. A lot of updates in May. Oh, they haven't... Okay, the last time they updated was May of last year. They have 119 new tracks. You know what? Let's listen to this. Stream Beats Lo-Fi. Now you're back. Welcome, Nanora. I think the messed up part about Stream Beats Lo-Fi, though, is that sometimes people claim it as their own song, and then it gets copyrighted on YouTube. Even though it's not actually their song. People out there taking advantage of the copyright system. They're like, oh, Stream Beats is royalty free? What if I claim this as my song? And then it'll tell you on YouTube, like, oh, your song, lo-fi, whatever, your stream that had lo-fi, whatever music on it, was claimed by this company, whose name I've never heard of, who is not the same as Harris Heller's Stream Beats. It's a bit messed up. Anyway, that has happened before, and it's unfortunate. Anyway, what about music? Anyone out there listening to music? What's the best music? This copyright thing is so tilting. I think the first stream asset worth buying is custom BGM. Yeah, but what if someone claims that one? Well, the Loop soundtrack never gets claimed. That's what I like about it. It's good. That's also why like a lot of people just play video game music on their channel. See, anyways, because of all the BS you have to do with Spotify, so with Spoody, I simply just give up and don't use the recommendation algorithms. Yeah, but like they're nice sometimes. And you hit them with a lawsuit because you have full ownership. Yeah, but then they've already made their money. And then like to do a lawsuit, you have to like dox yourself, right? Actually, that's like another thing that with like an issue with the YouTube copyright system. Is that to dispute a claim, you have to like submit a some sort of appeal, and that'll include your real name and all that. And so people are like, man, I don't want to do that. Best music is obviously Comfy Nintendo Music Playlist number 78. Yeah, No Thoughts, Head Empty, Yoshi, Nintendo music. It's also kind of like how Nintendo doesn't even put their own music on Spotify. If they did, they'd have so many listeners. They would get at least $2 from royalties from the millions of listeners. Think about the business impact. They could totally do it. Lo-fi Nintendo music to study to. They literally... Wait a sec, I've heard this song. This song isn't new. Oh wait, what? It's on shuffle for some reason. What the frick, man? Why was it on Smart Shuffle? I wanted to listen to the new songs. Okay, we're now back on the new songs. I hate that it does that. I don't know why more companies don't put their soundtracks on Spotify. Square Enix has been... Yeah, I've seen that Square Enix does it. It's good. Because, like, you know, people want to listen to music. But it's also, like, a lot of Nintendo games, they just put the music, like, in the games. Like, you know how, like, Mario... what was that game? Mario Odyssey had, like, an in-game music player. Super Smash Bros. Has an in-game music player. You think Nintendo's like, we don't need to put music on Spotify. We can just count on people to buy our games and play their favorite songs on the in-game music player. Copyright holders. I remember a meme where it's about to listen, where it's like about to listen to Nintendo music, how they want us to, and they had a bunch of various consoles on the bed. Yeah, that's how you do it. Every Nintendo game has an in-game music player. Maybe not every game, but many of them. And they're like, you should only listen to music from this menu. People also complain if you have to take away music from a streaming service of choice. Sometimes that needs to be done due to rights holder shenanigans. Man, it's messed up that they do that. Also, I wonder, like, if they did put it on... Whoa, that's loud. If they did put their music on platforms, would they then... Would that then cause, like, content ID match for people that are playing it in their games? Probably not, right? Because, like, Square Enix does it, presumably is fine. Nintendo ignored phones for a decade, then changed the fabric of society with Pokemon Go. I feel like Pokemon Go was, like, more because of Niantic, right? Because, like, it was pretty much just a reskin of, that other game they made. I don't know. Got music off Bandcamp. Is Bandcamp still the go-to place, though? Didn't they, like... They got acquired by Epic Games, and then they got sold off to some company. Is it still good now? Does Niantic's work a Pokemon company, not necessarily Nintendo? Yeah, right. Nintendo, they don't even really own Pokemon. It's all about that Pokemon company and Game Freak. I guess Game Freak isn't really involved in Pokemon Go. Anyway, has Game Freak made other games besides Pokemon? I feel that's what everyone knows them for. Artists are still getting much more money from a single $1 purchase than 10k listens on Spotify. So true. So true. They made a bunch of games, most of them failed. Game Freak. What have they made? They made Yoshi. They made Mario and Wario. I've never even heard of this game. What the frick is this? Mario and Wario? What the heck? Bunch of obscure games. Pulse Man. A lot of games that are so obscure they don't even have a Wikipedia page. Yeah, all their Pokemon... Oh, they made Drill Dozer. Harmonite. Harmonite. Why would I want to do that? Pocket Card Jockey. Well, never heard of these. Tembo and what the heck is this? Why have I never heard of this? Giga Wrecker. Pokemon Quest It's Pokemon Quest. Oh, this game! This was on the Switch. Remember Harmonite? Drill Dozer? I've heard of that one. Can't say they aren't trying to leave the yoke of Pokemon. Yokamon? I got Pokemon Little Town Hero. Wait, isn't this the one that Toby Fox made music for? Oh, it was. I have not heard anything about this game besides that. Pandland? What is that? Pocket Card Jockey? Project Bloom? Yeah, okay. Most of their games that are not Pokemon, I have never heard of. Drill Dozer's like the only one, and Harmonite, I guess. I've heard of this one. Pokemon Classic. Pokemon. Nintendo development teams. What's the best? Oh, Monolith Soft. Yeah, they make all the good ones, right? All the good Nintendo games in recent memory. They made Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon, Xenoblade. They're all there. They're literally all there. Alright. That's cool. It's cool to know. I'm gonna stand up again. You make sure you stand up. Stand up for what you believe in. Fishing. It's time to go to night mode though. Oop. We're here. We're here now. This night. It sure has been a while since we've been on this side of the lake. We've been over there for so long. Oh, where's my hand? Oh, there it is. Been over there for so long. Now we're back. Back where it all began. The middle. Actually, you know the game actually begins over there. And we rarely ever go over there. We never will. There's no reason to go over there. It's simply too different from what we're used to. It's too bright over there. At the beach, it's like the sand is so bright. It's too much. It's too much for a stream. For a background you'll be seeing for hours on end. What the heck? Oh no, I accidentally I took a screenshot. I accidentally somehow triggered a button where every time I press the menu that's supposed to bring up... Oh no, never mind. How did I fix that? Sometimes I try to press the button to bring up this menu. It just takes a screenshot. And then sometimes it fixes itself and I'm not sure how. But it's fine now. It's totally fine. Anyway. Anything else going on out there? Anything cool in this world that we should be aware of? News. Modern events. Have you ever shot a screen? With the video camera, yeah. That's right, a video camera. A phone camera. But not with a gun or anything. That'd be too much. Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate. It is in fact 7 p.m. Make sure you also hydrate. Make sure you check your posture, okay? Everyone posture check. Don't be out there shrimping. I'm gonna hydrate right now. Alright, I'm hydrated. A video camera is just a photo camera machine gun. No, but it's like the reverse though. Because like the light is going into the camera. The camera's not shooting. Wait, that's true, you think about it. You're shooting a video, you're not actually shooting, like there's nothing that's being emitted from the camera. It's everything else is going into the camera. The screenshot action is menu button plus trigger on the same controller. Maybe. Maybe that's what caused it. I wonder if I like pressed one of these once and then like it triggered something and then like press the button and then for some reason it got stuck. I don't know. Shooting. Yeah, that's what the original implication was. But I was like, what about the other type of shooting? A camera. Why do schools still have picture days when people are against school shootings? Because pictures are different, okay? It's totally a different thing. It's morally accepted to shoot photos. Can't really say the same about the other one. But that's too much. It's too deep of a topic. Cameras. Anyone even have a camera nowadays besides on your phone? Probably a lot of you. I feel like, you know, smartphones have reduced the need for dedicated cameras for like 99% of people. Maybe even more. It's so good. I feel like I never take pictures of anything interesting anymore. Do you ever just like randomly take a photo of mundane things so that like 10 years from now you can look back at it and be like, oh yeah, this is what my room used to look like 10 years ago. First you'll say it's morally acceptable to shoot photos, then you'll say it's morally acceptable to shoot people. It's a slippery slope. I don't think so. I think you are misinterpreting my message. They're totally different things. Photography steals people's souls and makes them your slaves. What the... Why would they do that? Why? Who's out there getting their soul stolen by photographs? You? Right now? What was I saying? Can we argue that shooting people is more accepted than shooting photos of random people? Is it though? Is it really? Is it truly though? Actually, I wonder what it's like nowadays to be in a school, because like to be a student, I mean. Because like when I was growing up and I was in school, smartphones like weren't really a thing. I mean, they were like a little bit of a thing, but not really. But now like everyone has a phone. Like everyone's like, you know, recording TikToks in school and like posting on Snapchat. I feel like nowadays if you're in school, you're probably in like 100 different photos and videos every single day that you didn't even, you know, you were just like in the background of. You know, people hanging out between classes, they're just like, oh, let's make a funny TikTok. Or whatever. And then someone's just in the background like, I don't want to be here. Sounds horrible, they shouldn't be allowed to have them. It really says a lot about society. Students that had a hard time before have billions of distractions. So true, right? Now you can just check your phone whenever. Also, you know, the access to easy technology. The access to AI, bots, and all that. Man, it really is a different world. Because, like, you know, now teachers have to worry about, like, AI-generated posts. You know, people writing essays using AI. It's even, like, included, right, in the latest, what is it? The latest Apple, whatever, Mac. I don't know. I saw some announcement that they're like, oh, we're adding Apple Intelligence to the latest iOS or something. It'll help you rewrite your emails to be, you know, phrased a certain way. They're like, well, now Apple's just, you know, it's built into the UI now. Doesn't Microsoft also have like AI built into its operating system? You just go into like Microsoft Paint and it'll be like, you know, AI generate like a dinosaur. It's crazy. It must suck being a teacher. Like it must. It probably has always sucked being a teacher, but like especially now. In this modern era, everyone has phones, everyone has AI, everyone's on TikTok, posting Snapchats, Instagram stories. Windows 10 Copilot and Edge Copilot have to be disabled if you don't want the AI rewriting everything for you. Dang. What are they doing, man? It really says a lot. They're just out here adding things to the system. What kind of surprised me though is that the Apple AI stuff is like they partner with ChatGPT as well. It's not even like, I guess they do have like Apple's own on device AI stuff, but then like for the questions that it can't answer, it's like it asks you, do you want to go to ChatGPT for this? Like what the heck? They're building this into the operating system, depending on a third-party platform, literally in the OS itself. Not even as like a separate app. It's literally just there. There have been times where teachers were extremely high class here. There's a time when they had assistants even. Yeah, they have teaching assistants here as well. I don't know. Times are different. Really is changing rapidly. Would anyone here even ever be a teacher? I don't think I could be a teacher. Because, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd just be... I would not have the patience. Rat GPT, so true. Schools in the US have degraded since quite a while ago, to basically be glorified babysitting. In my state, everyone graduates regardless of grades and jobs, can't refuse hiring people without high school graduate status. I mean, yeah, teacher, I hardly even am aware of how to do this. I guess like that, I don't know, I guess like that is a way to think of school, is just where you send your kids to, just while you're working, and then they just have a place to go, etc. Welcome book. It's not just the USA, it's everywhere now. Society has changed. Has society changed, or have we changed? Because like we are part of society and we have changed, therefore society has changed. But did we change because of society? Or did society change because we're part of society and that we've changed? I don't know. Has anyone ever changed? Maybe. Question mark. Denchi doesn't even know. He doesn't even know about society. Of all the people that would know, he should know. War has changed. Mankind knew that they cannot change society. And yet you participate in it. Instead of reflecting upon themselves, they blame the beasts. So true. The Elden Beast. Depends on where you happen to work. Happen to get into a school with motivated students enough and the teacher doesn't have to do much than be a knowledge repository. You know, when I was in college, we had like a bunch of teachers, well, okay, like one specific teacher who like put no effort into teaching. He would show up for like it was like a 3-hour class. He would show up 2 hours late. And like he was tenured, so like he couldn't be fired. And like it was really bad. One time I was like stuck on the train, like literally like for 2 hours, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna miss a class. And then I got to the lab and he still wasn't there. It's like, what the frick, man? What is he doing? But I've heard that he did start actually taking it seriously at some point. But that was after I'd already left. After I was already in the workforce. This was also the teacher that would always, during classes, he would just pull up random YouTube videos that he thought was interesting. Remember what is it called? Shmo-Yoho or whatever? Auto-Tune the News? I don't even remember what class this was. This was probably like electronics lab or whatever. He'd like in the middle of teaching us, he'd just be like, oh, check this out. Auto-Tune the News? Yeah, we're doing digital signal processing. You know, auto-tune, that's kind of like digital signal processing. Here's a video from Shmo-Yoho about, you know, where they auto-tune this modern, this recent event. And then he would just show us Rebecca Black's Friday. And then on a quiz for extra credit, he would ask us questions about Rebecca Black Friday. It's like, oh, for 1 point, what, I don't even remember the lyrics of the song, but it was like questions about specific parts of the song. Like, what time did she wake up? Where does she wait for her friends? Like, what the frick is this? What are you doing, man? At least tell the students you're late. I mean, we kind of just expected him to be late. I don't know, it was pretty bad. I don't remember anything that we learned in that class. Actually, I don't remember a lot of things we learned. That's the thing about college. I mean, you take 4 years of courses and you get the degree, and then if your job is not related to your degree, you just don't remember any of it. Electronics lab, yeah, UOS lab. Check out this Wolfie clip. You think there's like VTubers out there? So you think there's like professors out there that are just showing VTuber clips to their students? Probably. There's probably teachers that are like, oh, I'm bored. I don't know what to show kids. Let's just show them this clip. Actually, you know how like in like elementary school, sometimes teachers would just bring out those TV carts. Remember those? The big CRT TV on like a platform, and it would be wheeled in, and then they show you like an old movie or something. You think nowadays they just like show VTuber clips? Because like sometimes, you know, when the teacher doesn't know what to do, they'll just be like, let's just put on a movie for the kids to watch. It's educational in some ways, and then the teacher doesn't have to think up like a curriculum or like a lesson. It's like, here's like a movie kind of related to what we're learning, and then they just show it to kids. You think VTubers are out there? They're out there. The knowledge is there, making you relearn it quickly. Maybe. I hate that I knocked one of those carts with a TV onto the road of an intersection. What the heck, man? Was it fine though? Was the TV undamaged? Did a car run over it? But yeah, those were the days. I remember when I was in like 7th grade. We were in like I think it was like a biology class or something. And then the theme was all about like nature versus nurture or whatever. They showed us like Gattaca, you know, the movie Gattaca, where they did like, you know, gene editing and like they decided what traits they wanted. And then we had to read Ender's Game. I was like, what the heck? Ender's Game for a biology class? It was kind of strange. In retrospect, I'm like, that doesn't seem like something we would do in a biology class. But we did that. We're like, oh, it's nature versus nurture. He was nurtured to be this way. Ender's Game movie. This was before the movie existed. It was the book. He just really liked the. She really liked the book. But it was good though. It was a good book. I remember in my AP bio class we watched Gattaca. Yo, is that common in bio classes? I saw that movie in middle school science. Wait, is this like a? Do people just do this all the time in bio classes? This is more common than I thought. I guess it makes sense though. It's like, you know, they're out there editing genes and all that. You're like, oh, editing genes, isn't that what they do in sweatshops? No, that's totally different. Genes, like Geans, that's totally different. They're not editing those genes. My knowledge acquisition style weird as heck. I'm exposed to things. I struggle a lot. I stopped 2 years later. I have no issues with it. Has anything changed? No, things have changed. It's you. You have changed. The thing you're learning is the same, but you have changed. Forensic science class, we watched CSI. Dang. Watched Gattaca too sometimes in middle school, don't remember when. Yeah, it's just like the common movie that people just show in school. What if you could wear a pair of jeans to change your genes? Gene therapy. Gene therapy. So true. Gene selection. Gene selection. Isn't that when you go to Old Navy? So true. So true. When you go there, you pick out a pair of jeans. Good times. I did not see it. To be frank, the science teacher was not the best. Funny guy though, and that matters more. Yeah, we always do just remember the teachers that were funny. You know? Because like when you think of school, a lot of the stuff you learn there is like pretty basic. It really matters more about like, you know, how you remember the teacher. So I remember. And when I was in elementary school, we had a gym teacher who would just like sit us down in the gym, tell us stories about like his childhood and like just like the messed up things his parents would do. Back when corporal punishment was a thing, when kids would be, you know, the parents would just take out a belt and whip their kids with it. He would just tell us about that. We're like, what the frick, man? We just want to play basketball. It's like, oh, I would used to steal things, and then my parents would get so upset, and we're like, what are you talking about? We're just here in gym. What are you doing? But I remember that guy, because like he had the most crazy stories. I don't remember most of them, but I remember that they existed. And that's what matters. Watch Inception. Another example is how every 2 years my Russian reading ability improves passively. Some of the neurons must be tickled by other things. I remember the teacher was super sarcastic and cynical yet optimistic. Classic trope. Character type out there. The teachers I had just like showing some media for learning. Did you really learn though from those? It's kind of just like this movie is like tangentially related. I guess we can show it just because it's like we don't have to think of a lesson for this day. I talked to a student once that said the most important thing a teacher could do is just be a person. That is also true. You know, it's kind of like how it's, you know, the things you learn in school are not so important so much as like, you know, a lot of people remember the effect that the teacher had on them. And that's what's more important. That's just how it is. I don't know. But also, like, you know, some teachers, they just, you know, if they are just interested in the topic, then that inherently causes the students to be interested. If they know how to explain things in a fun way. Some people just out there reciting things from the textbook. And that's no good. That's no good. Actually, even for like other people that work in schools that are not teachers, like assistants and stuff like that, or like the people that like help out in the lunchroom, sometimes they're memorable as well. I remember specifically when I was in elementary school, it wasn't a lunch lady. I forget like what her job was, but she basically like, you know, in elementary school when it's time to go to lunch, you have like someone that's telling you like, oh, line up on this line, go over there, do this kind of stuff. In my elementary school, There was this one lady who was like extremely strict. We had this rule where you had to like, you know, everyone in the class would sit at one table. This like one really long table. And then once you were done with your food, you had to like turn your tray around so that the people knew you were done. And then like once everyone in the class turned their trays, then they would let you go to the playground, right? Everyone had to be done. For whatever reason. I don't know why they didn't just have it so that you could just go whenever. Your entire class had to turn their trays. And this one lady was always so strict. She would always be like, turn your trays. She would always say it like that. Everyone would make fun of her for that. Turn your trays. But, you know, she was known for being pretty mean. And, you know, that's just what you expected. You're like, oh, this is the mean lady who's always telling us to turn our trays. She's always yelling at kids. They're just having fun. But it was kind of funny because I think one time I went to like a summer program that was not in the same school. I went to a totally different school, and I think I saw that lady there. But like, since she wasn't like, this wasn't the school she normally went to, and so she was so much more passive there. She seemed so polite, didn't yell at anyone. She was just like sitting there. She was like standing there, just like, you know, calmly telling people, you know, oh, you can go over here. I was like, what the frick happened? She just acts like that because, you know, she's familiar with this school. Really goes to show you that environment has an effect on people. And now when I think about it, it's kind of like how chatters act differently depending on what stream they're in. You know, maybe she, you know, just because she was familiar with the kids, she was like, oh, I can yell at them because that's what they expect. This is my reputation at the school. But then, you know, you're in a different school, you're passive. This is the lasting impression she left on you decades later? Yeah. I remember. Everyone remembers this. It's a classic moment. Your school has the evil twin. I think it was the same lady. There's no way this was a different lady. Anyway. I don't know. It was interesting. Because, like, you know, it's like, if you are familiar with a place, you act a certain way. It's kind of like the same thing, like, if you switch jobs, right? Because, like, if you work somewhere long enough, you kind of know how people act. You know, you're familiar with, like, the norms and all that. And then when you find a new job, you're like, oh, wait, I can't act the exact same way because they don't know me. They don't, you know, because, like, you know, you earn a reputation at the place you work. And then you're like, oh, it's fine if I show up late because, you know, they're aware that I do go to work even though I show up at, like, you know, 10 a.m. Some people miss stand-up and it's like, oh, it's fine, he just does that because, like, you know, he writes really good code, though. Also, welcome to Maya. I guess that's the kind of thing with, like, that teacher that I talked about. The one that who would be 2 hours late to a 3-hour class. I guess, like, he was so used to being, like, you know, working at this place, people had expectations and, you know, he had tenure. Anyway, but then, you know, if he went to a new place, he couldn't act like that. Same thing for people. If you go to a different environment, you have to act differently. Because you don't know how people are going to be. If you say jokes in one streamer's chat, you can't just make the same jokes in another streamer's chat. I mean, you could, but, you know, they won't be received the same way. If you're in the chat of a streamer who's very unhinged and you say something unhinged, everyone's just like, oh, that's just what it's like. If you say the same thing in some other chat that's more well-behaved, they'll be like, what the frick? Who is this? Mods, ban this man. Copy pasting memes in 5 discords. Yo, look at this meme. Look at this meme. And then everyone's like, I don't even know what this is. They'll be like, this Zoli guy's kind of weird. I don't know, man. What's that? What's that deal? This Wolfie guy is kind of cringe. What the frick is up with this Wolfie guy? He's always just only posting emotes in this chat. He's never even said anything worthwhile. Why would Wolfie ever post this? Dave the Diver and Nikkei having... Oh yeah, I did see that. It's surprising. But also not surprising, because Dave the Diver is created by Nexon, the Korean company. And so, you know, they have connections to things. But it's kind of a weird combination. But Nikkei isn't. But it's a game, though. It's a big mobile game. And Nexon is very well known in the mobile gaming department. Actually, are they? Does Nexon make mobile games? They make a lot of desktop games. I guess they're a publisher, right? I don't know. Nexon is Blue Archive. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Yeah, I also just think of MapleStory. I think of all their old games. MapleStory, didn't they make like Kart Racer or something? Battle Arms. Was that a game that they made? I don't know. Yeah, it's always MapleStory though. There's also Wizette. You remember Wizette? Oh yeah, they also published Mabinogi, that's true. Wizette, the developers of MapleStory, I think. Good times. Good old times out here. Chatting about things. Look at this fish. Yeah, Wizette. I remember. I remember that loading screen. They were just there. No, that fish failed to spin into the water. Okay, what about this? What about this time? Yo, look at that. I remember seeing the 7-Eleven MapleStory collab and my brain exploded. 7-Eleven? In the US? I always misread that title as a Lamborghini. Is that even a thing? Is that even real in the US? You know, I don't go to 7-Eleven that much in the US. I feel like I've only ever been to a 7-Eleven once. And it was on 7-Eleven. It was on International 7-Eleven Day. You get a free Slurpee. And it wasn't even good. I literally dumped it out. But that's the only time I've ever been to one outside of Japan. MapleStory went mainstream and I felt crazy. I don't even remember this. Actually, I remember when they sold Nexon cash cards at like Best Buy or something, and I was like, what the heck, man? I thought MapleStory and Mabinogi were so obscure. I remember I was like, when I found out, I gave $10 in cash to my friend because he lived near like a Target or something. He's like, please buy me the $10 Nexon Nexon card. I need to rebirth my Mabinogi character. And then I did. And it was good. Like, MapleStory was being advertised on the front of 7-Elevens. Oh, I didn't see that. I guess I feel like I haven't seen a 7-Eleven in like a long time. Like, I don't think I've walked by a 7-Eleven for like maybe years. Anyway, I think Essie was talking about this on her stream, but apparently 7-Eleven is switching like food suppliers in the US to be like a Japanese company. But I wasn't able to find anything about this online. I looked up 7-Eleven supplier, Japanese company. I didn't see anything. But I don't know where she got this information, but I was like, oh, that'd be crazy. Because like 7-Eleven in Japan is so good. You think of like 7-Eleven in the US and it's like cheap, greasy food. I don't know. I heard the 7-Eleven in Hawaii is really good though. Hope that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to look it up. There's like one I reliably walk by in Midtown Manhattan when I'm up there. Maybe. There was that one near the karaoke place though. That's the one I went to once. The one across the street from Duet 53. Well, not literally across the street, but like within 2 blocks. That's where I went for the free Slurpee, and it sucked. Let's see, I can't eat food at US 7-Eleven since I found a bone in my burrito. What the bone? And you didn't get the boneless burrito? Come on. It's kind of messed up though. There's a 7-Eleven near me, that's why, in walking distance too. What's the best thing at American 7-Elevens? What's even there? You get like taquitos, you get hot dogs. Closest I got was an article last year about a Japanese food supplier making a US warehouse. Yeah, that's the article I found as well, but it was like, that's last year. It's like, I don't know where she got this information. What if she just made it up? Streamers can just do that, right? They can just make something up and then chat's not going to verify it. They're like, oh yeah, totally, you know, I believe it. I could do that. I could literally make something up right now. And you would be like, oh, I don't feel looking up, but he's pretty reputable. Surely this has to be true. So I used to love 7-Eleven taquitos, and then I think I got extremely bad food poisoning, so I rarely ever get them. Yeah. I don't know. 7-Elevens in Japan so good though. Well, what if they got Fami Chiki? Oh, sorry, that's Family Mart. What if they got Nana Chiki in the US? That is 7-Eleven's equivalent of Family Mart chicken. The Nana Chiki. It's pretty good. They should have that. You know that NASCAR stands for nasty car? It's called that way because cars drive around in the dirt and mud, making them nasty cars. Yeah, so true. Definitely, that has to be true. There's no way that Probs Not Jack would make this up. I believe it. I still think I couldn't trust it. 7-Elevens. So I've talked about this before, but like, I always find it funny when conventions invite Japanese voice actors and singers and all that to the US, and then they come over here and they see 7-Eleven and they're like, whoa, 7-Eleven, we have that in Japan. And then they go to 7-Eleven and they're like, whoa, we don't have any of this stuff. They have Slurpees, they have pizza, whoa, it's crazy. And then they order the pizza and they're like, this pizza is so greasy, I love it. We don't have greasy pizza in Japan. And I'm like, really? You like the greasy pizza? That's actually kind of hilarious. You like this like low quality like fake cheese, like, you know, I guess it's just because like, you know, they're not used to it. They don't have like a really greasy low quality pizza over there. But then they come here and they're like, whoa, look at that. I love it. It's so American. Anyway, they probably go there and they're like, ah, what the heck? They don't have any of the good stuff from Japanese 7-Eleven. They don't have the good chicken. Yo, but they have hot dogs though. They have taquitos. Whoa. And also Slurpees. They don't. Isn't it kind of surprising though that like in the US we associate like Slurpees so much with 7-Eleven? In the sense that it's not even a thing in Japan. You go to Japan and you're like, they don't even have Slurpees at 7-Eleven. It's not even a thing there. Now craving greasy pizza. Japanese guests have like strong grass is greener syndrome when they come here. That is true. Yeah, also, yeah, pizza is really expensive in Japan, so maybe that's why. You're like, whoa, it's so cheap, and also it's like pretty like fine for the quality. There isn't low-quality garbo fast food, which is its own culture. That is also true. The quality of ingredients is just so much better in Japan. They don't get to experience the low quality. They don't get to experience the super grease. They don't even have the double gulp cup. I don't even know. Is that just because our convenience store selections are so bad that Slurpees are the only thing that stand out, aside from roller hot dogs? No, they just don't even exist in Japan. I don't even know why that is. I feel like because, like, Slurpees are huge, right? The cups that they use for Slurpees in the US is, like, more than anyone should ever drink at one time. Whereas, like, in Japan, like, things are reasonably portioned. I don't know, they don't even have, like, the small cups over there. They don't even have small Slurpees. It's a lot of sugar as well. 7-Eleven pizza is literally frozen pizza. I see. Well, you know, glad to see they enjoyed it. I want to try shaved ice cream. It's alright. Wait, shaved ice or shaved ice cream? Because, like, that is different. I don't think I've ever had shaved ice cream. It's full of HFCs. High fructose corn syrup. So true. Nice. Shaved ice. Welcome, Ranmu. There's many options. You think there's anyone that, like, this probably happens, right? That's like the other way around where, like, a US tourist goes to Japan and then, like, they're like, oh, 7-Eleven, yo, I'm like hungering for a Slurpee right now. And then they go in and they're like, they don't have Slurpees? No. No, I was looking forward to this. They don't have the greasy pizza. They don't have the hot dog that's been rolling around for like 6 hours. Man, I can't believe this. Shaved ice. I've never had ice with hair. What? You should try it. You're hungry for a Slurpee. I don't know if any country can compete with us on corn output. It's true. Hey, do you know in Japan they call corn dogs America dogs? It is true. They do call it that. Like, no greasy pizza. I can't believe they don't have the greasy pizza in Japanese 7-Eleven. A dog. Chokoji dog. Some coworker convinced my dad food is expensive in Japan, but I found out it was because they were looking for exclusively American food. Yeah, I don't get what people mean when they always say, like, oh, food is so expensive in Tokyo. And, like, when I went to Tokyo, I'm like, this is, like, really cheap. I mean, like, even before the yen was, like, really bad, like, back when the yen was still, like, 100 yen to $1, even then I was like, this is, like, pretty reasonable. But, like, some people are like, it's so expensive. I can't believe how expensive it is. But I guess maybe because, like, my point of reference is, like, New York prices. And, like, definitely compared to New York, it's, like, really cheap over there. Maybe if you come from, like, some place in, like, Nevada or something. You're like, oh, what the heck? $10 for this? That's crazy. Food is cheap there. The only thing expensive I had was Domino's. Yeah, pizza is, like, the one expensive food in Japan. Food is obscenely cheap, only possibly competing with third world countries. I wouldn't go that far. It's not that cheap. Well, I guess now it probably is, right? What is it, like 160 yen to $1? The exchange rate is awful. This is like the best time to go. 1 USD to JPY. 160. It's getting so bad. What if it even goes to, like, you know, 170? What if it goes to 200 yen for $1? That would be absurd. Anyway, it's near the time that we end the stream. However, I have to play Connections. It's the thing that we do. Yeah, start investing. Yeah, it could only ever get better. It's funny, too, because when I first went to New York City, I had a culture shock at how cheap food on average there is compared to here at home. Wait, really? I feel like you, like, the stuff in New York is pretty expensive. I remember the first time you went to New York, and you were like, I can't believe dollar pizza. Yeah, I was literally gonna mention that. You're like, I can't believe dollar pizza is better than any pizza I've ever had. It's like, what the frick? Okay, create 4 groups of 4. Personal pizza. General Pizza. General So's Pizza. Chicken. Pizza chicken. General Audience. Major. Pop-up. Pop-up. Port. Port could be a port on a computer. A port, a jack, a socket, an outlet. These are things that you plug things into. Yeah, that's literally what they said. Place to plug something in. And then you got major. No. General, captain, private, and major. Ranks in an army. Yes, army ranks. Major. Whenever I'm exposed to California food prices, something inside me questions if California is even real. Have you seen the price of orange juice in California though? It's so cheap. I was literally talking about this today. Okay, this one. Want, appetite, demand, and audience. No, one away. Personal, attack, market. Oh, the market is there. That's true. So that's not it. Okay. It's not market. Personal, demand, attack. What if it was attack? Why would it be attack? Wait, that's not it. Hold on. Something here is wrong then. Hold on. Appetite, demand, market, audience. It's gotta be this. No! Audience, appetite, demand, market. Hold on. Consumer desire. But is want not consumer desire? That's kind of messed up. So you have to look it up, but Wafong fast food in Chinatown also blew my mind. Found out later has a big following online. I don't know. Yeah, isn't that what I did? What did I do? Appetite, audience, demand, market. What did I choose? Did I not choose that? Did I put want instead of? I don't know, man. Guess the game. It's almost 2 a.m. Maybe in your time zone it is. I mean, that's obviously what you meant. But it's not over here. I don't know what this is. Is this Grounded? This is a game where you play as a bunch of kids in a backyard. You're tiny, there's big spiders everywhere. Yeah, this, I got it. Good, look at that, I knew. Game Duel, let's do Game Duel. Game Duel Classic. This one is, I don't know what this is. I do. Oh, this is this is one of those simulating games. Two points hospital. 2 point campus. Yo, how did I know? Oh, they showed a video now. You're like, how did he get this game? This game is so obscure. How does he know? Karagi streamer, Shiori streamer, you know, that's how it is. Okay, this one is an old game. I don't know what this could be. Maybe it's not an old game. Maybe it's just a game that has an old aesthetic. Well, if I don't know this, I literally don't know. Something Island. It's gotta be... Adventure Island. Yo, what the? Adventure, yeah, I got it. Adventure Island. It's gotta be something island. Okay, keywords. Gems, drill, mining is gotta be Mr. What is it? Didn't we literally have this game today? Drill. Mr. What was that game called? We literally talked about another thing that Game Freak worked on. Mr. Driller? Mr. Oh, Drill Dozer. That's what yeah. They don't even have it. Okay, maybe it's not Drill Dozer. They don't have it. Gems, drill, mining. It could be, Dome Keeper. Digging or Western crafting. Minecraft. No, there's no drills in Minecraft. Craft it. Pal World. Treasure, merchant, resources. That could literally be anything. Steam World Dig. Hey, it is. It is in fact Steam World Dig. So true. You got it. I'm not gonna do the other game though. We don't need that. It's too bad. Let's do Chrono Photo. Whoops. Cho. I just looked up Cho. Chrono Photo. Steam World Dig. This one, I'm just gonna go fast. It's gotta be 1923. 1905, alright. This one's gotta be 1982. Literally 1984. 1985, sure. 1960s. This is a 1966. Okay, yeah, I guess it is. This fashion does not look like 80s. Yeah, so this one's gotta be 1931. 1939, okay. This one, this is the first plane, 1909. 1924, never mind. This one's gotta be 2007. 2008. 2010, let's go. Alright, well that's it. That's it for today. No, let's do time guesser. Let's do really fast time guesser. I'm gonna speed run this. I'm gonna go so fast. This one's gotta be in the Netherlands in 1962. There's another Amsterdam. Maybe this is in Amsterdam. Where's Amsterdam? Where the heck is Amsterdam? Right there. What if this is Amsterdam 1962? It was in a Dutch town. Okay. Okay, this one, it looks like a Rome. Perhaps this is Rome. No, where Italy's right here. Rome, it's gotta be right there. Rome in 1973, 1975. 1997, outside of Barcelona. Okay, this one, look at those umbrellas. What is this? Is this some kind of protest? This looks like a London. Is this London? London, 1990. No, that's not. This can't be London. Hold on. There's no way this is London. That's not London. Hold on. This has gotta be like. Wait, is that? I can't tell what those words say. Poland? Poland, 1994. St. Petersburg. Okay, Muslim sprang in St. Petersburg. I was not close at all. This one, Suriname. Where's Suriname? I don't know where Suriname is. Suriname in Africa? Does anyone know locations? I've definitely heard Northern Lion mention Suriname. South America. Welcome, Lobakyo. South America. Okay, Suriname. 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 But where? But where? But where? Yeah, I was right there. Okay, it's gotta be 1970. 1975. It is in fact in Suriname. They gave that to us. This one's gotta be 1920s. in somewhere that it snows. Somewhere that snows. It's gotta be Canada. Somewhere in Toronto, maybe. Maybe Quebec. Maybe, yeah. Well, what about Quebec? 1920. 1910 in Alaska. Okay. The snow definitely looks Alaskan to me. That totally would have been my next guess. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Let's see what day it is. Send a raid somewhere. National Sarah Day, Forgiveness Day, Barcode Day, Canoe Day, Chocolate Pudding Day, that's a good one. Day of Joy, Parchment Day, National Report Trade Agreement Act Fraud Day, that's a good one. World Refrigeration Day, that's a good one. Snow looks like sand, so true. What is sand if not just bad snow? What's a good raid message? Let's do National Chocolate Pudding Day, or let's do World Refrigeration Day. I think that's a more interesting one. World Refrigeration Day raid. You can post some refrigerator related emotes. Perhaps you can post something. You've earned the Raging Wolf Helm badge for watching Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree content on Twitch. What? Okay. Who do I raid? Dry snow. So true. Okay, who shall I raid today? Of people who are streaming things, I will raid someone. I will raid, I don't know, because like the issue is a lot of these people I don't really interact with that often, you know. That's how it is. What about Colum the Golem? Jackbox Party Pet. This looks like a collab to me. That's a collab. I'm not gonna raid into a collab. Imagine raiding into a collab. Okay, what about Nelly and Grits? React content. She's reacting to some videos. Adult Swim. I guess we could watch this. I don't know. Do the funny raid button. I guess I could. What does that look like? What will they suggest to me? Literally, I was like, oh, what do they Nelly and Grits? This is literally the first option here. Someone's playing Mahjong Soul? I don't know who this is. Bunch of people that I don't really know. Some people that I do know, though. A lot of people out there. Alright, let's read Nelly and Grits. Why not? I know that Mahjong guy. Who? I don't know. Stop by the chat or play Mahjong there. Diamantis. Interesting. Oh, she's watching Joel Haver. Classic Joel. He's a mod at Uos. Oh, Uos Slab. Yeah, Joel. You know, I used to think Joel Haver's name, his channel name, I didn't know Haver was his last name. I thought it was like Haver. Like someone who has a Joel would be a Joel Haver. But then I learned that was his real name, and that it was pronounced Haver. Anyway, Ray's gonna go. I will be back on Friday with some Picross, with some Stitch, and then Saturday we got various games as usual. Good times out there. You think that guy uses a PlayStation 3 display as a monitor? What? Who? That guy? Daya? Joel? I don't know. Well, Raid is gone. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.